Welcome into the team check-in, everybody. We got Hex Mambo here, minus Johnny, and we're going to be asking them questions, playing some games, and answering Twitter Q&A that you guys had questions for them as well. Echrome, Zeros, Deathwalker, and Rotwin here with me.
Not in that order, I think.
No, it wasn't that order, dude.
Oh, yeah, okay, sorry, my bad.
Did I mess up already?
No, you got it right.
Maybe you were right.
Good to go.
Look, I'm happy that we got you guys in here, which means you beat one of the SPL squads. We were able to get you here for an extra week. But first, I want to rewind all the way to the beginning. Let's talk a bit about Hex Mambo, how this team formed, and then we can get into more modern day stuff. So I look back, what it was, Belt Slap was what, the core of this squad. Is that 2019? Season 7, right?
I think so, yeah.
But it looked a little bit different. And I think it started with what, you, Johnny was on that squad.
Yeah, it was me, Trix, and Arkil from
Right.
the start, and then we got Julio and Johnny.
And then the next year, Valks, right, with your squad.
That was a great year, yeah.
SEC now for you guys in Hex Mambo. How did this team kind of come together? Because a lot of that core of Belt Slap remained the same. Echrome with the squad. Rot went in here for Trix Tank this week. Deathwalker, you joined the squad. So at the beginning of this year for SEC, how did all of those pieces kind of come together?
I think it was me and Johnny. After the Valks year, we were both kind of depressed, I think. So we just wanted to play some SEC again and chill out, you know. And then we obviously want to play with Trix as well. Like been a great friend for a long time, so. We did have some issues finding us. We thought Julio would get unbanned, so like he was going to be on the team again. We were just going to do old Battle Slap pretty much. But that didn't happen, so we had to get some new people in.
And
or
Deathwalker?
Old people, rather, yeah.
Yeah, that's right, some old folks. And look, Deathwalker, you joined into this team, and maybe for all you guys, obviously you guys have been really running the EU SEC, and it's been awesome to watch. Would you say you view this playing for Hex Mambo, playing in the SEC as a stepping stone to potential SPL return one day, or is this just a way for you to remain competitive, keep playing SMITE? How do you view this team in your competitive journey?
Well, I have to say that Hex Mambo has probably been my favorite team that I've been on so far.
Sure.
I mean, I haven't been on that many teams, I guess, but you know, it's a pretty clear difference in terms of how I feel about this team right now and how I felt about like previous teams as well. Maybe with how I changed like as I grew older as well, because I started playing competitive when I was like 17, right? So maybe as I grew older, I just kind of looked for different things in a team and like a different kind of atmosphere. So if I was to play SPL, I would love to try it with this team, but I just don't think that's happening because I don't think it can stay as this team if we go SPL, right? You know, I don't think Trix wants to move. I don't know if you want to even play Zero. So.
We'll see, man.
And yeah, so if I go SPL, it probably won't be with this team. And with how good I feel about it right now, I don't know if I really want to move just yet.
Right.
Maybe towards the end of the year, like if I like an offer, if I get an offer to begin with, I guess. But I've never thought about it that way, like a stepping stone or anything like that. It's more just, I'd say it's more just to stay competitive and, you know, just have fun while doing it, especially like with the right team, with the right people. So.
How about you, Echrome? Do you feel like this has been a really good opportunity for you to play, remain competitive, get some top end experience, things like that? How do you view your experience in the SEC and the SPL aspirations one day?
Okay, that's pretty good, but I don't think I want to make SPL. I mean, I would love to play SPL, honestly, but I don't think I want to move. And obviously, playing in Hex Mambo is massive in EU because like we're the best team right now.
Oh yeah.
And that's good. I'm getting a lot of experience as well. The squad is actually so fun. Like I enjoy super hard the team environment and everything. Like everything is perfect. Apart that, we can't play SPL like from EU, obviously. And I don't know. If I have an offer, like it's gonna be a feels good, but I don't think I'm gonna take it.
Well, it seems like it's a really nice balance then for everyone, where you're able to still remain competitive, come out to events like this every once in a while, beat up on some SPL teams potentially, and have it fit into your life a little bit.
In a way, it's like the saying, you know, better to be a big fish in a small pond than a small fish in a big pond, right?
Absolutely.
So, if we go SPL, then you know, maybe we're not on top like that, and maybe we can't take it, like we can't approach it the same way we do in SEC. Right. Like in SEC, we can kind of have fun with it, like take it easy and like do other things as well. If people like, I know Trix Tank does uni, like people have jobs and stuff. Right. So you can do things on the side as well while you do it. So for some people, it's better to be SPL or SEC than SPL, you know, with what they want to do in life.
Oh yeah, it's a complete life shift. And then going into this event, obviously. Trix didn't make it, so Rotwin joins the squad. Rotwin, what was that process like for you?
I was playing with Steve Sperman.
Yep.
We didn't qualify because we need to win the last week. In case we won, we were second seed. We lost, we were out, and yeah, we lost. And yeah, one day, Ikrom asked me on Discord if I wanted to travel, if I'm feeling good for it, and obviously I said yeah, and I'm happy with it.
And you joined the squad and you slotted right in. You beat one of the SPL teams. Did you guys as a team, I know that, you know, Deathwalker coming into the event, we interviewed you. I think a lot would listen to those interviews and, you know, the 95%, things like that, right? I mean, we roll our eyes. And so some of it, you know, people might look as over the top, like on purpose, right? You're kind of playing it up and things like that. But was there actually an air of confidence around this team that what you guys got done, you were able to get done, or was the realistic expectation that you were going to come in and just enjoy your week, play some games, and have a vacation?
Well, I think for a lot of us, it was kind of, I guess, just a more relaxing week. We said, like, even if we lose, it's fine, you know. Like, I mean, he was calculating what would happen if we just lost, like, got 2-0. both sides, just like, we could do some beer, so, you know.
Yeah, sure. Are you going to work more?
Yeah, I mean, now we got to do this.
Right, unbelievable.
But I think we all know that we have it in us to beat at least the bottom SPL teams. Like the bottom SPL teams, I mean, you know, it's in the name, right? They're at the bottom for a reason, right? They're not, they just can't keep up with what the others throw at them, really. So if we were to take a game from someone, it would most certainly be either Scarabs or Valks, and you know, we got in the group with the Scarabs, so we just felt very good going into them. Obviously not a 95% chance we're gonna win, but like if we just play our game, and we also adjusted super nicely. Like on day one, we kind of fumbled, and our strats weren't very good. Like we didn't sort of adapt to our situation. And then for the next couple of sets, we changed things up to what fit us more right now as a team. Like, you know, certain things we play with Trix and it goes well with Trix, but it doesn't work as well with Rotwin because of playstyle differences and stuff like that. So, you know, it's up to the team to adjust in whatever way is possible to try and get a win. So I think deep down we all know if we play our game, because we are good players at the end of the day, we can beat the Scarabs, and we can maybe even beat other SPL teams on, like, you know, the best day ever. But, yeah, I don't know about expecting to win, but I don't think any of us were necessarily surprised that we did, right?
You knew you had the opportunity. Yeah. You talk about adjustment, and you know, you guys kind of run over your EU SEC opponents, first seed coming into this event. Then you run into the SPL meta. What would you guys say is the big adjustment to make, big difference between SPL, SEC? Why do you think in a lot of other matchups we see such lopsided, you know, games, quick 2-0s, things like that? What do you think the big difference is in the SPL versus SEC play style?
I think in SEC you can just, if you have like 5 solid players, you can just like kind of draft a team comp that's like good at team fighting, and you just kind of chill, and like you can sack some objectives and look some scorps and like gold furies and stuff, and you still win because you have better team fights. But against SPL teams, you can't really do that. They're like way more proactive when it comes to like killing crabs and spawn and like just controlling like neutral farm and stuff. So like they just get too big of a lead, you know, if you play too passive. So you have to like fight back a little bit more against SPL team, I'd say.
Yeah, I forgot who said it. Somebody said the best way is just W key against SPL squads half the time. You guys have such good strategy, though. I think you're able to put a little more advanced than just W key in play up against SPL squads. Even on the flip side of that, do you guys think there, and maybe this pertains more to SEC play versus SPL, potentially some SPL teams because we see diverse play styles there. Do you guys feel there's a distinct meta between EU SMITE and North American SMITE that you guys have run into either this week or in any of your scrims, whether SPL or SEC? Do you think there is a big disparity? Because that's been a big talking point throughout the year.
I'd say there's just like, for the most part right now, just some picks, I guess.
Sure.
Like in terms of playstyle, EU players are also slightly bit more defensive. I don't know if I want to say, I don't know if I want to say calculated, because like I'm sure there's a good bit of calculation even in the like NA playstyle where it's more in your face. I think the biggest difference that I've noticed, at least, is that NA players will challenge you. Like when you look to take something from them, they will challenge you. They will like actually not let you do it just for free. Whereas EU players, they will typically look to do something else if they don't feel 100% confident on like challenging you, you know.
Right.
So NA players will take that, you know, whatever, it's like 70-80% chance or whatever, but you know, maybe EU players won't be so happy because there's a 30% chance it goes wrong, right? Something along those lines, I would say, is the biggest thing. And of course, picks. But I think that's, I mean, I guess there's even not that many picks. I mean, a lot of the picks I feel like in EU are probably just going to get copied from SPL.
Yeah, right.
So.
Do you think there still exists a rivalry between EU and NA? I know that back in the day, I know with SPL and how that shifted, a lot of that maybe has gone away. So you guys don't feel like there's any?
I don't think so.
Really.
No.
Do you have any in SEC rivalries? Any matchups that you circle on the calendar when you go up against?
That's the experiment, dude. His team, they beat us like. For some reason, they're just the best against us.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is.
Do you circle these guys when you guys are going up against them?
It's just because our team did it. It feels just kind of good.
Yeah.
Maybe with my playstyle, that's the way I play. So yeah, it's hard to win us on fights.
Right.
That's the reason.
Well, it's a lot of fun to watch all the back and forth. I mean, it's been so competitive, really, in both the EU and North American SEC regions. How about coming here to this event? Obviously, you guys got your win over the Solar Scarabs. Jade Dragons, your round one matchup. Were there any SPL teams, not so much in favoring your odds, but as far as teams you really wanted to go
Warriors.
against? The only Warriors?
I really wanted to go for this.
Yeah, only Warriors.
Why them?
Well, two reasons. You know, we have people that we are kind of tight with over on that team, and well, also they aren't very good right now, so I kind of want to like play some easy matchups.
Yeah, of course. They wouldn't have had an answer to the tier, right?
They probably wouldn't.
How about you, Ikram? You said Oni Warrior. Same idea? You're close
Yeah,
to a few
that's
of those guys?
exactly the same, because even at LAN we hang out with Kuro, for example, a lot, and it should be fun to play them. And obviously, like same DAO, worse than Dragons, obviously.
Yep.
So it would be better for us to play them. But
Sure. Well, look, you guys talk about coming to LAN. I mean, events like this are really cool. I'm sure that travel and stuff can get kind of exhausting. But when you come to an event like this, I mean, this is even outside of SMITE. Is there anything for you guys who are, you know, abroad that you like to do when you come here to LAN?
Buy some claws.
What's a White Claws?
Yeah, buy some White Claws.
They don't have White Claws in the EU?
No, they well, not in Croatia at least. Maybe they have somewhere
Really?
in the EU. No, yeah.
You're kidding.
I just come over here and I just like to drink claws.
Look, White Claws is a way of life. And,
His fridge at the hotel is literally packed. Like if you open it, they're gonna fall out.
oh, in the mini fridge in the hotel?
Yeah.
Well, good. You enjoy some seltzers. It's probably nice. I mean, I don't know how close you guys are with the other EU SEC squads, but running into some of the other teams, potentially meeting other players you guys have played against sometimes. outside of Seltzer, so you guys kicking it with the other SPL pros, SEC players, things like that. You guys
we've been like hanging out every day with like at least some SPL people, mostly SEC, but like some SPL people actually are kind of actively like going to the hotel and hanging out with SEC. Except for Vote, he doesn't do it for some reason. I hate him.
He's the one guy you wanted to know.
He's the one guy I actually wanted to see at any point to show up.
You guys are at the hotel right up the street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta bust out of there every once in a while.
It's dead this week though. It's literally it's only us. It's like a ghost town over there.
We're like begging the admins to join in with us. You know, let's go out.
Please
Come on.
go out with us. Something. Well, look, it's awesome that the storyline that you guys have built now is so exciting, and I guess it's really what the competitive. I mean, for lack of a better term, the hierarchy is supposed to be, right? I mean, the SEC squads, they have a fighter's chance against the SPL teams, and the storyline that you guys have built is super fun to watch. I know you guys have made a lot of fans this past weekend, and so we asked them on Twitter to ask some questions. I don't know if you can see the GIF that we chose to use, just deadpan staring into the camera. So I already asked a couple of you guys. Oh, I guess I already asked everyone at SPL aspirations. Rotwin, didn't hear from you. Do you have SPL aspirations?
It's gonna be hard for me because I'm gonna start the uni in September, so I wanna do both at the same time. So we need to stop a bit.
Right, difficult, but TBD.
Yeah, it's difficult.
All right, this one from Liam Naughty Bear. Okay, what is the favorite single set that you guys have played all time? Do you have one set in your mind that stands out as your favorite that you've ever played?
For me, it's the last one, definitely. It was the first time, no, it was the second time I was playing an SPL team, actually.
Yeah.
On a game day, I mean, a com game. And I mean, the first one, we already forgot it, I think. And this one was actually crazy because that was the first one I won an SPL team for me. So, and I played well as well, so I'm happy with that.
Yes, you did. Zeros, long storied career.
Now here comes the thinking.
Now it's gonna be hard.
I don't know. I think it's probably the finals against Rival in DreamHack Valencia because we won that tournament, and that whole trip was really fun. So, and I think that was the first tournament we won as Dignitas as well. So, probably that. I think. I'm not sure.
Well, look, if it's a question you have a hard time answering, that means you've played a lot of really fun.
Been around the block, yeah.
Deathwalker, how about you? Favorite set you've ever played?
I mean, that one was actually, like, we lost that set, but I find it really fun as well. I'm like sort of between two sets. Season 4 Worlds against our semis against NRG, and the other one is the only best of 7 that SMITE's ever had against Team Dignitas in Season 5.
How long did that go? All 7?
All 7 games.
That's got to be brutal, right?
7 games.
It was so fun though, but I think just because the NRG set for me is like, that one was like a really emotional set for me. Like it was probably, I'd say that one.
And I don't want to derail this too much, but we're already on topic. The conversation around worlds and tournaments and things like that, double elim, single elim, bracket reset, not bracket reset, as players, I mean, you've played in a best of 7 that's gone the distance. If you say you're in the finals, you play a best of 5, you're in the, regardless of which side you're on, the bracket gets reset. Would you want to play a full nother?
I disagree with bracket resets.
Yeah.
I think there should be, well, like the way, there I mentioned the game.
Right.
The way Dota has it for their tournaments, like they always do a pretty massive group stage. Then they have like their bracket, which is double elim every time. And in finals, the winner, from winner's side, they don't get an advantage. They just like, play a best of 5 set.
I think.
And I think it's just very hype to watch it. Even though there isn't a winner's advantage, I feel like. I mean, if you already beat them, like, why would you even complain if you're playing against them again? Right?
I kind of disagree with that, actually, because I think losing to a team, you learn so much.
Yeah, you say that because you fucking lost.
Yeah, but I mean, look at us against Scarabs.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's the same. Like, because they don't learn anything from beating us, while we listen to them, we learn a lot from it. So I think you kind of have an advantage coming from the lower bracket if you play the same team you already played.
Right. Yeah. I think they say it's hard to beat a really good team twice over the course of a weekend. I think Dota, they do losers finals on the same day as the finals, and so the team that makes it from the advantage is that the winners bracket team didn't already have to play a set that day, I guess.
I think it's better when you play actually. Maybe that's the disadvantage for the Dota system because
play
like, when
a lot of
to be
games
fair,
now.
like when you're feeling it, like you're in the zone, you're warmed up. I think you are actually going to play better. That's why I think there's always an advantage when, like in SMITE, we've had it where some teams got like a bye round, you know.
Right.
But I always thought those were at a disadvantage because the ones playing before would actually like warm up a bit and get comfortable.
I wonder if it depends, and you were kind of like if the set that you play on that Sunday like goes the entire distance and you've already played an entire best of 5. There's got to be a balance between being warmed up and having some fatigue going into your next set. I don't know. Luckily, it's not my decision to make. It is a headache of a decision. Right. I watch and I talk about it. Rotwin, we'll round out the original question with you. Do you have any sets that stand out to you? The favorite set you've ever played?
Obviously, it's the last one versus Caps because it's finally, you know, you knew that you got level for maybe something else that compared to an SSC. And maybe 2 years ago, the first time I got into SSC with my team. Yeah. Because I built my team with Spanish friends, and we finally got into the combine on the finals, and we got SSC together, and that feels so good. The first time you get it feels good.
That's right. You and that squad have ridden together for a little while, and
more than 3 years. Yeah. Probably 3 years.
Right. That's also been awesome to watch. This one we've already talked a bit about tournament formats, but you guys obviously have a vested interest in this. The SEC format. Do you guys enjoy the SEC format? Do you think there's some good, some bad? Anything you would change about?
In my opinion, I want to talk first. There are so many roster changes for me, because it's like you can only face one time each team, but yeah, they're just changing every player like for every single week. It's so hard to, you know.
Sure.
I don't know.
I think the first 3 weeks, I don't know if it was Sorpay or Sapling Man or something, but I think we played like the same player. Like we were against a new team, but like just the same guy. Like there should probably be some roster locks, I think, probably.
Yeah.
Also, I think the games are on Saturdays now. I would prefer Friday actually.
Sure.
I can smoke some White Claws on Saturday.
Shifts around your weekend a little bit. As far as the structure, though, I mean, Phase 2, you played everyone twice, I think?
No, only one time.
No, it was one time, right? I guess you guys have the single round robin in Phase 2. Do you think that's enough to get a pretty good grasp on standings once against each team? Would you extend it out, or is it a good balance?
It's like okay.
I mean, maybe two sets against the same team each phase would be nice.
I mean, to be honest,
it can take so long. Man.
I don't even mind it because I kind of like the downtime.
Sure. Get to take a breather. Yeah, downtime-wise, I mean, you guys finished up your portion of the phase. We still had a few more weeks of the SPL. Do you stay pretty active with SMITE in the meantime? You know you're coming to this tournament, or you just take total SMITE breather?
We have scrimmed 3 times before this tournament, like with Rotwin, and that's it.
In a way,
and by the way, Scarab's lost us.
I was going to say, that's salt to a wound.
And that's a sub.
That's right. Look, you don't have to convince me. I'm on board. Deathwalker.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess you've already somewhat answered this question.
I'll answer it again.
Bobby Alexander wants to know what your most memorable SPL game is. To be fair, they threw out, for me, it's when you did Geb solo.
What's a memorable game? I mean, honestly, I would still just go for that energy set, and I'd say my like the game 5, my Amaterasu game.
Yeah.
That one will always stay with me, I think. That one hits home.
Not the Geb solo.
Nah, not any of the like janky stuff I played. Just because that was so like emotional for me. That set. It was that Amaterasu game at the end against Energy.
It was an exciting set, and Ekrom, you're going to get a shout out here. And this is not really a question, but I do think it's a good topic to bring up. Foxy Amy asks, okay, but can we talk about Ekrom? And that's it. And I do think you deserve a shout out, because obviously Deathwalker and the tier plays got a lot of love during that Scarab set. But Ekrom, you really popped off over in the duo lane. You were taking it to Stuart, who've been playing some really good SPL sets recently. Maybe as a squad, what do you guys think brought that out of Ekrom? Do you know that he always had it in him, or just needed some time to warm up?
Well, for the first day, I knew that wasn't the real Chrome.
Yeah.
And I think we let him know. We let him know that he didn't play well.
Yeah. What happened in that set, Ekrom? You just...
I mean, it was my first set in LAN. at the
I
end,
meant the good set.
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to be mean about the bad set.
and, I mean, I did not have enough time to set up PCs, so
Sure.
Excuses.
Right.
I don't know.
But
Everything was
so
bad.
then you got warmed up a bit.
Yeah.
And did you feel comfortable as the weekend went on, second time around against the Scarabs?
Yeah. It was definitely way better, like way better. We talked a bit as well how we should play the game, and it was way better. Like everything went well.
We went in kind of cold on that day, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I know 30 minutes before we played, we have zero asking, what are we even playing?
Right.
What are we brought? What are we bad?
What are we playing against? Right. Did anyone bring a White Claw on there?
That's the most SEC thing ever, dude. 30 minutes before a tournament game. What are we picking, guys?
Hey, well, look, all that matters is that the second time around it worked out right.
That's when we took it seriously.
Somebody with a Twitter handle, Plosh, wants to know, will we get the privilege of Plosh Walker this week?
It is on the table. There's a matchup I'm willing to play, but other than that, it's probably not.
Probably not. Potentially, though, depending on who the Dragons end up picking. Another one for Deathwalker. Resistor wants to know when the skin tier list is dropping.
Oh my god. Well, whenever my editor decides to not be a lazy piece of shit and actually work on it.
Who's your editor? Are we shouting him out by names?
Ugly One, that's his name. He used to play competitive.
That
There
makes sense then. Ugly One asked who has the best emotes on Twitch.
Well, it is me. Actually, Forsen, but if it's Smite Twitch, then it's me.
That's got to be you. Echrome, this one for you. And this one's from PBM, who will be your dual lane opponent coming up. So the name French Jesus has been put upon you recently. Do you enjoy that nickname?
Actually, I do, yeah.
Yeah?
It's fun. It's actually fun.
French Jesus, isn't that more Orkill kind of?
Like, I don't make the rules.
I
French
guess,
Jesus
yeah.
is...
Are we allowed to mention Arco?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, actually, no, maybe that was a better then.
I don't even know where... I mean, obviously French, but I don't know the Jesus part.
That's more.
When did that happen? Was that this week? Was French Jesus this week?
I think it was just game 3 against Carabs. Like,
You're doing everything right.
Yeah, probably.
I guess. All right.
It's a fun one, though.
French Jesus. I'm going to use that now.
If you get a nickname from PBM, you probably should be happy about it. So.
That's right. You get the thumbs up from Mike and thumbs up from Echrome. Rotwin, this one's for you.
Yeah.
Roster changes. We just talked about how you had hung out with your Just F6 squad for a little while. So the blanket question is, how are you feeling about all the roster changes you've gone through?
To be fair, I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
When I finished my second LAN, the previous one, I just wanted to join a different team, a better one, and see how good I can be on a different team. But yeah, I talked to my old team, and they wanted to try out another support at the same time.
Sure.
Which is not that bad for me, because I knew that at some point I was joining another maybe better team. So
Right.
it was fine with me. So I talked with Isa Strick, and I really like that team. They are good guys. It's fun to play with them. They good level. So I'm happy.
Thumbs up all around. Good for everyone. Next one. This one's open to anyone, but I have a feeling Deathwalker will be the one to answer it. What % chance do you have of beating the J Dragons? And then in parentheses, trash talk answers only.
That's a tough one.
Well,
Just trying to hold back.
okay, so I already told you 82.
82, yeah.
82
I think
was
it was
my
the number.
original assessment, yeah.
Have the scales changed since the original?
No, I feel good about 82. On a good day, maybe like 85,
Sure.
86.
But 82 is a good.
82, yeah, that's like a solid spot.
Next question. All right, so 82. Everyone else agree with 82? We're on board with
82% chance of losing or winning?
winning.
Unfortunately.
I don't agree on that.
Depends on the White Claw
True.
to water ratio. That's a good Socks Dude asks, what is the Hex Mambo and when are we getting a demonstration?
Yeah, apparently I've heard it's like some kind of dance. A mambo is some kind of dance,
Yeah, Mambo
right?
is a dance. I don't know what
Hex.
a Hex Mambo
Hex
is.
is,
Like a spell or something.
yeah, something like that. Like more,
Oh,
I guess towards like the voodoo side of things.
Yeah,
maybe
probably.
like some kind, maybe a curse or something. But But a Mambo is a dance, I've heard.
If you beat the J Dragons,
we could do the Hex Mambo.
fans will probably demand a Hex Mambo dance in the booth.
Sure. If we beat J Dragons, sure, I'm down for that. That's a fair trade.
All right, because we rebranded obviously a lot of the SEC teams this year. We all happy with being on Hex Mambo?
Hex,
That
Hex
was
Mambo
the
is
best
the best.
name.
Yeah.
It's the best name. Definitely.
Zeros, you played
Yeah,
your time?
it was the first choice. So, yeah.
He didn't even want to be on a team unless we were Hex Mambos.
Right.
That's not true.
Well, it worked out. Hex Mambo for you guys. Another one for Echrome. This one, the King of France, I guess now is a different nickname. King of France, Echrome. Can you beat the King of Spain, Warchi, in hand-to-hand combat?
No way. Absolutely no way.
No, I'd say no.
82% chance to.
not win.
Zero. I mean, it's Warchi. Come on.
Yeah,
Way
fair
too dangerous.
enough. Who is the team jokester?
I think
Trick
it's...
Tanks. And Johnny. Johnny
No,
Johnny's a
not Johnny.
jokester because of what he does.
Definitely tricks.
It gotta be Tricks, right?
All right, Tricks.
Maybe me. I want to say. I want to
Yeah,
give
it's
myself
tricks
a
all
shout
you, I
out.
think.
In land environments, it's maybe Deathwalker steps up a little bit.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Tricks isn't even here, so.
Right, poor guy. Can't defend himself. This one's from Angry, SCC player with you guys. Since you guys clearly mentioned that the Scarabs are the worst SPL team, do you think that any other FCC teams could have beaten them this past week in a matchup?
Probably them.
Yeah, probably them. Yeah, that's probably why I asked
I
as
think that's the
well.
only one.
That's
Right.
a snaky little
I think he
question.
just wants the props.
No, I think at Ethnic Thinker probably as well, yeah.
To be fair, they were really close to beating the
Yeah.
Only
To be-
Warriors as well. And that's why I said the Only Warriors aren't good.
Right. Adapting's team's been fun to watch. Has it been cool going back up against Adapting in SEC play over in EU?
Yeah, actually, a lot of fun. I mean, it's been a blast hanging out with him at LAN as well.
Yeah.
I think he was a little rusty at first. I think maybe he's getting back into shape. He did solo Cuvo, right? He 1v1 them. So I think he's getting back into shape, and he's been really enjoying it. I think his approach is also maybe like a little bit different.
Right.
I don't know if I want to say healthier, but I kind of want to say healthier
Better
approach.
balance,
like,
right?
Yeah, for what he's doing. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I imagine you guys haven't been playing ranked since you've been here.
Yeah, we have actually yesterday.
Have you?
I played in one
Yeah.
game. I won it.
This one person's yelling at you in particular. How do you feel about making half the EU ranked scene play tier? Have you noticed
like
that?
it.
An uptick?
Everyone is playing too right
I like
Is
it.
everyone
I like
playing
it.
tier?
To be honest, dude, I've always said it. Tier is like a really nice solo in ranked because oftentimes you play against those pesky, cringy junglers, you know, that are gonna gank you early and all the time. They're just gonna camp your lane. When you play tier, they don't want to do it.
Right.
they just don't. They just want to get the hell away from your lane, and you are playing the game in peace.
We love it. Look, all right, so more tier is good for everyone.
Yeah, I think
Against tier, though, is he annoying to go up against?
He's annoying to go up against, yeah,
Yeah.
but like he's just a nice. It just feels nice to play, and I don't think those pesky junglers can ruin your game in ranked when you play tier.
Right. Along those similar lines, do you feel like you and Echrome are going to get tier and Heimdall out all this weekend?
Probably.
You think?
Yeah, I don't see why they'd ban it, to be honest.
Right.
I mean, maybe they're that scared, I guess, but come on, they're the Jade Dragons, dude.
I'd be that scared. Didn't you see the black and white video of you going up and over? And that strikes
I
fear.
mean, it's the Jade Dragons. They actually
Fair
could
enough.
just pass bans.
Yeah.
Fair enough. How does Johnny hit stuff on 160 ping? Has that been an issue at all this
he
week?
misses homebots too on normal pings. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he maybe
that's
just
why
like
you play
throws it
check.
out and
Yeah.
That's why you play check. You can't miss on that god.
yeah.
Has he been missing stuff this week that you guys have noticed?
To be honest, I don't know if he's been fighting at all this week. So you can't
I
see
mean,
it.
second
You
game
can
was
definitely
rough,
hit
but you
creep
played well, I
something.
think.
Right. Well, they don't move very much.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
don't
it's hard to do. All right, so Spooky was one of our guest casters who was with us this week, and we do the this or that segment where players will sit down and just choose between two things. And that video was, how do you like your steak, medium rare or well done? Every single person said medium rare, and then Spooky, who was one of our guest casters, was the only one who said well done. So steak, medium rare or well done, if you eat meat.
Medium rare.
Well done. Well done.
Well done?
You actually well done.
That's freaky.
Dude, Real Zex also, he likes well done more than medium rare.
Really? I do feel like it's hard. Like medium maybe is that's really the middle ground because medium rare is off in the other direction.
You see, I've been a medium kind of guy for a long time, and then I decided to take the step forward, go medium rare, and I can't go back anymore. I think this is better.
Why? Well done. You just the texture of it all of it better.
He just hates taste, I guess.
No, I don't know. I can't when it's just.
Spooky was like the it's super bloody and kind of weird feeling
I feel the
to eat
same.
and stuff. So
I feel the same.
Look, I'm a big texture type guy, so I won't yuck anyone's yum. I understand.
Just say it, man.
Can't do it. I'm biting my tongue. Final fan question, and then we'll move on to a little flashcard game, and we'll get you guys out of the round table. Is Deathwalker at all worried about his counterpart, Life Sitter? I don't know if that means anything to you. The opposite of Deathwalker, I guess, is Life Sitter. Do you think that's a threatening? Yeah, he is shocked. I mistook his.
Don't talk about him.
You never know where Life Sitter is working. I assume that's out of nowhere, or is Life Sitter like an actual bit that has existed in your chat or something? No, that's out of nowhere. Okay, final little segment here. I want everyone to take a note card and a writing utensil.
I'm allowed to write
Oh yes, you are.
whatever I want.
No, I'm gonna ask you questions, and then you gotta sneaky write them. Okay.
How does
Sneaky, right? Like, are we supposed to know what each other's writing?
We're gonna reveal them at some point.
Oh, okay. So we're supposed to hide
So
them.
I want everyone to write down who has the worst draft ideas during picks and bans. Who's got the worst draft ideas?
I'm just gonna have that.
Wait, I don't know actually. I guess it's me then, huh? No.
God damn it! I'm
Yeah, whoever's got that one's a little smudgy until it dries,
okay.
so just
Yeah,
beware.
I got it. This is an easy one. I feel like if we're on the same page.
Has everyone got theirs written?
Yep.
All right, go ahead, reveal. Who's got the worst draft ideas?
Tricks.
Tricks.
I think
Deathwalker,
I
Johnny,
picked the wrong
Deathwalker.
one.
What? Am I that unaware?
Why do you say
What did you
Tricks?
say?
I say trick because I find it funny when he tells us what to draft and then he says this is the best draft ever and then we just lose.
That has happened a couple of times actually, yeah.
All right, so Tricks potentially. You both said
Man, why are you guys
Deathwalker.
saying me?
I think it's
I mean, you
Johnny.
do
Maybe
a lot of
some-
I cracked the code for the LAN. And you're telling
yeah,
me.
but you do a lot of troll picks as well, and like you
Yeah,
kind of
true.
want other people to play troll picks as well. Like you want Johnny to pick Fenrir and do the thing.
All right, you know what? I agree.
So you're unoffended by that.
Nah,
You said Johnny.
I think it's Johnny, yeah. Because you,
I don't think it's
just
Johnny
for the
because Johnny
just
never
for the last pick.
Johnny never gives input until after we pick.
Yeah, until everything's locked in, then you say, why are we playing this?
Yeah.
Because you guys have a unique dynamic where you have a lot of individual players who like playing off-meta things, I guess, between you and Johnny and Zeros. You'll play something a little funky every once in a while. Not
Not that much anymore.
Not as
I think.
often as the
not
other two,
anymore.
but
You do want to whip out the top though, but
No, I don't actually. My character is dead.
there's arguments to be made potentially for a few of you guys. All right, everyone grab a second note card here. I only got a few of these, and then
Can I use the same? Or?
yeah, I guess you can if you want to. If you
I got space.
yeah, you got
I kind of
space.
I like the bit in the
Whatever.
middle.
If you want to reuse, you can. If you don't,
I
no
should
big
maybe
deal.
spare them.
Who is the most responsible with attending scrims? Rowan, I know you've only been with the squad a little bit. You
I can do that one.
Wait,
Yeah.
what was the question?
Most responsible, so most on time for scrims. Who's the most on time for scrims?
Not me, not Johnny. So
I'll add the extra caveat. Most on time and then least on. You write both. Answers for both.
least on time.
At least.
Yeah, so best and worst with attending scrims. Two
And
answers here.
worst.
I mean, worst is easy.
That's what we said about the.
Wait, worst?
I mean, I feel like worst. I feel like you can't go wrong on worst. Like you are
Yeah,
gonna
it's
pick the
always the
correct
same.
one, because I believe there's two choices in the worst, and I am one of them.
All right. Best with scrim times. Who do we all have?
Avi Chrome.
Ikram.
Me.
Ikram?
Best with scrim time.
Yeah,
I mean, he got a very good one. He was always with me.
No, you are
waiting on his
good. No, but like
channel.
you are good as well.
I'm literally there 5 minutes before
Yeah.
every time, man.
Yeah, but he's
me.
making the game 10 minutes before time.
That's
Yeah.
true. He does make the game, but he's not on Discord.
No,
so
but
does
it's,
it really
it's either
count?
it's equally as good if you pick Ikram or you, I think, because that is just
Tricks
correct.
is good as well.
He's pretty good. Like, who's the worst? I have John.
Johnny is and it's not even close.
He's always.
So, John, what's, in in class sometimes when I was going to college, you know, the rule was if you attended class and your teacher didn't show up for 15 minutes, you were allowed to leave and class was canceled for that day. Is there a Johnny rule where if he doesn't show up for like 15 minutes, you guys are out, or does he always find his way? Surely he shows up.
He's
eventually,
5 minutes late, always. And I'm pretty sure he's sitting there watching the lobby. He sees the game is up, and he's just like, he just want to piss people off, I think.
He's got to convince himself that, that he's
Maybe he just wants his presence to be known. Like, when you're the only one not there, you know, like, you know, who we're talking about.
They're talking about him, then he joins in.
Yeah, but everybody else is there, like, you know, it's kind of whatever.
You know, you got stopped on the street for an autograph or a picture or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
You got caught up.
I kind of see so famous.
All right, I know you guys don't all live in a team house or anything like that, so take your best guess. Best and worst cook on the team. Who do you think would be the best at making food and worst at making food?
Got it.
All right, who do you think the best cook would be on your team?
I said me.
I said zeros.
Definitely not me.
Okay,
That's just a wrong answer.
I have no
there.
clue actually.
Rotwin said me.
Yeah.
I put me. I actually I'm a mean cook. Honestly, like no
Actually?
joke. Yeah, no joke. I am.
I think Tricks or Chrome.
Did you say? No, you said Johnny was the worst.
No, he's
cook.
the worst.
He's the worst for me as well. Tommy.
He's gotta be.
I put
You put
me.
me,
Yeah.
No,
bro.
I put me the worst. I put me as the worst. Yeah.
You as the worst?
Yeah. I think
Are you guys like DoorDash, like Uber Eats fiends? I guess when you come to
When
LA,
you're in a
I mean, in
hotel,
America you
yeah.
have to kind of.
Yeah,
Not at home, no.
at
I always
home, are
prefer
you?
No, at home.
to cook it.
You said you. What's your? Say you had to whip up a dish to impress all of us right now. What
When
would it
I always prefer to cook it because I'm used to be on like a student's room.
be? Yeah.
So I'm never like taking food for Uber Eats and stuff like that. I hate that.
What about you, Death?
I have a mean carbonara. Pasta
Okay.
carbonara. I have a mean carbonara. Dude.
Carbonara.
That's what I would do to impress everyone.
All right, I'm curious. Zeros, what would you make if you needed to impress
Sausages.
Nah, I just ordered them some Swedish pizza, I think.
I found a really good pizza. Be impressed. Ikram, round us out here. What are you making if you had to?
Just pasta and I don't know, with ham or something like super simple. Like I'm not like the best cook.
To be fair, a super simple dish done very, very well. Out of this world. All right, two more. Second to last one. If you had a daughter or a sister, I guess it doesn't really matter. Who on the team would you not let date your daughter or
What
sister?
kind of question is that, man?
Who would you?
What are we doing here, huh?
I kind of want all of them to. If I had a sister or a daughter, like I kind of want all of them.
Look, then
it's so
that
hard
speaks.
to say.
That means you trust your teammates.
Let's
Who-
type in Reels X.
Wait, is it who you don't want to?
Yeah, who you
Yeah,
don't
who,
want.
who would you not want to date your
I have
daughter or
the-
sister?
Man, are we just gonna type Johnny like?
Yeah.
Poor guy.
Whatever.
He's catching strays.
Nah.
I mean, it will be Reels, but I don't think it counts, so.
Yeah, does that count, Reels? Is
I mean,
it's like a
it
code.
counts.
Right. Yeah. I mean,
Because
it's
I
a
want to
code.
Everyone needs
put, I
to
want to
change
put
it.
Reels. I want to put
Everyone's
Reels.
gonna change them.
So it would be Reels.
I want to put Reels. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It would be real. I am going to ask like rostered players after this, but Reels is all right. So everyone reveal who would you
Reels.
least want to date?
Tricks, I think.
Tricks?
He's done some messed up things that I
Reels.
witnessed with my own eyes.
All right. So Tricks, you said
Actually,
Johnny.
Johnny, yeah.
Why you want Johnny dating your daughter or sister?
No.
Don't trust me.
Just because of what we see.
I was gonna
in
write
SMITE.
Johnny just to like take the piss out of it, but like I don't actually think that, so I couldn't. I
I
couldn't do
mean,
it.
it's hard
Who would you
to.
say?
Reals for me.
Who'd you say?
Reals.
Oh, okay, Reels.
I don't know. Hex Mambo just has the most handsome,
I was gonna
like,
say, I mean,
nice
maybe
people
this-
It's
ever.
not about that, though. It's not about that.
It's about personality.
Yeah, but they're all nice as well.
Yeah, that's right. Look, and that's what matters. If you would trust, if you're having a hard time answering this, except for Reels, then that means you're on a team full of really great players. Okay, final question here, and this will be the final bit of our round table here. Who is the best team in the SEC? Write it down. You have to. Think of the content.
I guess
Think
we
of-
have to write that.
Think of the content.
It's the stick experiment.
Obviously, yeah.
That's
Zeros is thinking about it.
I mean, he's right. It's a Sticks Ferryman.
Must be the Sticks Ferryman. All right. On 3, the best team in the SEC is
The Wargs.
Hex Mambo.
Sticks Ferryman.
Sticks Ferryman. All right, I appreciate you guys. This is Hex Mambo. Look, it's awesome to have you guys in here. I'm glad we got to sit down, chat with you guys a little bit. And the storyline unfolding. Capture their game on Friday against the Jade Dragons to progress on in SMITE Summer Masters. E-Chrome, Zeros, Deathwalker, and Rotwin. Appreciate you guys. Thanks everyone for watching. Stick around. More content coming up next.
For that man, but he had the horsey, and horsey, don't you stop! Fido kicks, Fido kicks!
I gave up dabbing for Lynn.
Cool. No more dabbing for Fido. He looked at me and said, I'm going to be on that stage next year. I'm going to become a world champion.